Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about 50 Windows command you should know. Myself Mohammad Zubair, and this channel is all about showing you how to become a highly paid IT pro really fast. So without any further ado, let's get started. Some of these commands will require administrative privileges. So to be on the safe side, I have opened my command prompt as an administrator and I'll run all of my command in this mode. So let's start our video. Number 1. Ping. The ping command tests the network connectivity between two devices by sending an echo request. For example, if you want to test if computer A is connected to computer B, you can use your ping command. I'll write here ping, and after that I'll write IP address. In my case, I'm going with 192.168.100.1. What it will do, it will send the request to this particular IP address. As you can see, it is sending the data and then it is getting the response. So this is how ping command works. I'll just clear my screen and let's move on to the next one. Number 2. ipconfig. Well, this particular command helps you to get network adapter details. ipconfig command is used to display all of the computer's TCP IP configuration. You can display the IP info for a single or all the network cards that are available to you. How can we use this particular command? Well, just write here ipconfig, hit enter and you are good to go. In case if you want to see all of the details, just write here ipconfig /all and here you go. We have all the details about DHCP, TCP and many other things. In case if you want to release the DHCP addresses, you can use release clause along with your ipconfig command. Just write here ipconfig /release and hit enter and here you go. Number 3. NSlookup. NSlookup gets used to find the DNS records. How can we use that? Well, just write here NSlookup, hit enter and here it says default server is unknown and this is the address. Now we need to pass the IP address. I'll go with google.com. Well, basically, either you can enter the IP address or domain name. So I'm going with the domain names and here I have the detail about google.com. So you can use this one as well. Number 4. Telnet. Well, I usually use this command in Windows operating system to test if a remote host is allowing me to have a connection on a specific port. And typically this gets used when someone says that your firewall is not working and blocking a particular program from working. How to use this particular command? Well, it's a very simple thing. Just write here telnet. After that, give it a space and then you will have your host name or your IP name. For example, I'll go with google.com, give it a space and at the end you will have your port number. Hit enter and it will let you know that if you can have a connection or not. I'll just move on to the next one. Number 5. CLS. Well, CLS stands for clear screen. In Linux distribution, we write clear, but in Windows operating system, we just need to write CLS and we are good to go. For example, if I write here ping google.com, and now if I want to clear my terminal, what I need to do, I just need to write here CLS and here you can see we do not have anything onto our terminal. Number 6. Shutdown command. Well, as the name suggests, shutdown command does exactly that. It shuts down the computer, and not only that, it's very useful for shutting down or restarting your local or remote computers as well. Along with that, it also provides a quick way to see all the available logs for why a computer restarted or why it was shut down. How can we use that? Well, simply write here shutdown, give it a space /d and it will let you know about all the reasons that why your computer was restarted or shut down. Here you can see I have a lot of logs I can go through. I'll clear my screen and let's move on to the next one. On number 7, we have gpupdate. Well, this command gets used to apply group policies on a particular computer in a Windows domain, and it's a very popular command. Just write gpupdate in your terminal or command prompt and you are good to go. So you can see here it is updating the policy. Number 8. Netstop and netstart. Well, this is a very simple command to start or stop your Windows services. How can we do that? Well, simply write here net stop space spooler. What it will do, it will stop the printer spooler services for me. If I hit enter and here you can see here it says stopping the service and we have successfully stopped our service. And in case if you want to start it back, just write here start instead of stop and you are good to go. Number 9. Systeminfo. Well, as the name suggests, this command displays the configuration detail on your computer such as your version, your operating system name, all the information about your hardware, boot time and other information. So I'll just write here systeminfo and I'll hit enter, and here it is processing the information and then it will display it just like this one. Let's clear our command prompt and let's move on to the next one. Number 10. Who am I? Well, as the name suggests, who am I command displays who is the user currently logged in onto the system. And along with that, it also displays what groups a user belongs to, and this command can also display the logged on user group membership. So just write here who am I and hit enter. At the moment, user is Zubair. Number 11. Getmac. Well, this particular command will return you the MAC address from all the network cards on your system. And when you troubleshoot a client connection issue, you often need the computer's MAC address. So by using this command, you can verify your MAC address. How can you use that? Just write here getmac and hit enter and you are good to go. And here I have my MAC addresses. Number 12. CD. Well, CD command allows you to change your working directory or move from one directory to another directory. For example, let's say I want to move into my C directory. How can I do that? Well, just write here cd space c // and hit enter. And here you can see now we are into our C directory. Number 13. Color. Well, this command allows you to change foreground and background colors in your command prompt. How this works? Well, first of all, I'll use a command as color background foreground, and now if you just hit enter, it will show you all the information about this particular command. These are the numbers that you will be using for your background color, and these are the numbers and codes that you will be using in order to set your foreground color. How does it work? Well, first of all, it says press any key to continue, so I'll just press 1. And now I'll write a command as color, give it a space and write the first letter or number for your background color. I'll go with blue in here, so I'll just press 1. And after that, you need to enter the second number or second character for your foreground color. And for the foreground color, I'm going with light red. So for that purpose, I need to write here C. So I'll just press my C and hit enter. And here you can see we have successfully changed the foreground and background in our command prompt. Now, how can you go back to your default color that you had in your command prompt? Well, for that purpose, again use the codes from here, and that is color space 0 for black, and for the bright white we have to use F. So I'll just press F and I'll hit enter, and here you can see we have successfully changed our color. In case if you do not want to use this particular command, do not worry. Just click on command prompt icon at the top left corner. From here go to your defaults and go to your color section, and here you have all the options that you can go for. So that was all about this particular command, and now let's move on to the next one. Number 14. Set. Set command gets you the system detail, and it will also display you all the environment variable information. Well, I do not use this command very often, but still it's a very useful one. How can you use that? Well, just write here set path, hit enter. This command will display you everything that starts with path. Here you can see this is path, and every command that gets started with the path is in front of me. Number 15. Make directory or mkdir. Well, the make directory command will create a directory or subdirectory for you, and it creates the directory in your current directory. For example, I want to create a new folder in my C directory. How can I do that? Well, I just need to write here mkdir, give it a space, and here I need to write the name that I want to give to my directory. So I'm going with Zubair123, and let's hit enter. Let's open our folder. This is my C directory, and here you can see we have successfully created a directory with the name of Zubair123. Number 16. System file checker or SFC. Well, the SFC command gets used to verify and replace important Windows system files. And in case if you are experiencing a blue screen or other crashes, this command may fix your problems. So this command will scan all the protected operating system files, and then it will repair them if it's needed. How to use this command? Well, just write here SFC, give it a space, / and just write scan now and hit enter, and it will scan your system. It says beginning system scan. This will take some time, so be patient and let it get complete and you are good to go. Number 17. Format. Well, the format command gets used to format your partition on a hard drive or on a flash drive. And not only that, it will also wipe all the data from your partition. So make sure if you want to use this or not. How can you use that? Well, it's a very simple one. I'll just write here format, give it a space, and here I need to mention my directory that I want to format. So I'll go with D : space /fs : ntfs, Now the file format for my D directory will be ntfs. And now if I hit enter, here you can see here it is giving me the warning that all the data will be removed. So in case if I'm sure, I need to press Y and I'm good to go. For the moment I'll press N, I'll hit enter, and now let's move on to the next one. Number 18, diskpart. Well, diskpart allows you to manage your disk, your partition and your volumes on your computer. Even you can delete, create, extend and format your volumes as well with this particular command. First of all, I'll show you that how you can display your disk onto your system. First of all, if I write here diskpart, hit enter. So now I'm into my diskpart and I can do anything. Now I'll write here list disk, hit enter. It is showing me the disks that are available in my system. At the moment, I only have 2. Now we can do anything with it as per our liking. Number 19, chkdsk. The chkdsk command scans the file system on your disk and it checks the integrity of your files and metadata as well. There are many commands line options with this command that you can go with. Now I'll just write here chkdsk, chkdsk. Hit enter, and now it is checking my files and the metadata. And here you can see it is telling me that my file system is ntfs, and here it is examining all the basic file system structure. So I'll just cancel this program and let's move on to the next one. Number 20, gpresult or group policy result. Well, this particular command reports on what different policies and settings are applied on a particular computer. And this is a very important command that you should know if you work with Active Directory servers. To use this command, just write gpresult, hit enter, and you are good to go. Here, as you can see, the output displays us all the set of policies for our desktop as well as the user accounts, which are inclusive of operating system configuration, operating system version, user profile, site name, and some other information. As you can see. Number 21, powercfg. First of all, let me clear my terminal. Well, this particular command will list and configure all the power settings for you. In case if you want to list out all the power schemes, just write here powercfg, give it a space /list and hit enter. This is the information that I got. And in case if you want to change the monitor timeout, you can use different commands along with it. For example, if I write here powercfg space /change /monitor -timeout AC space 5. Now it will change the monitor timeout to 5 seconds. I'll not hit enter because I'm okay with my current configurations and settings. So I'll just get out of this, I'll clear my screen and let's move on to the next one. Number 22, tasklist. As the name suggests, it will list out all the running tasks and processes in front of you. So just write here tasklist, hit enter, and you are good to go. So at the moment, these number of tasks are running in my system currently. And not only that, it is also telling you that how much resources are being used by each process. And now let's move on to the next one. Number 23, taskkill. Well, as the name suggests, this particular command will kill a particular process. First of all, I'll use the previous command, which was tasklist. Here it is. From here, we need to have an ID of any particular task. These are the IDs. I'll copy any one of them or just remember any one of them. For example, let's go with this one that says smss.exe. And the ID is 488. Now, to kill that process, I'll write here taskkill, give it a space /PID. PID stands for process ID. Give it a space, write the process ID, which was 488 in my case. Again, give it a space and write here /F, which is a flag, and hit enter, and you are good to go. As it says, this process with this ID cannot be terminated because it's a system process and we cannot kill any system process. So this is a very powerful command that we can use in circumstances where a particular process is stuck and it is not allowing us to have any other thing onto our system. So that was all about it, and let's move on to the next one. Number 24, del. Well, del command gets used to delete a file or a folder, and the files and folders that you will delete with this particular command will not go into your recycle bin. So make sure when you want to use this particular command. First of all, here if you see here, I have a folder with the name of new folder 2. I'll delete this one with the command. So I'll write here del space, I'll go to my C directory, /, and I'll name my folder which was new folder 2. Now if I hit enter, new folder 2 will be deleted, and here it is asking me for the confirmation. I'll press Y, hit enter, and now let me refresh this one, and here you can see new folder 2 is no longer there. Number 25, route print. Well, this particular command gets used to view local routing table. So I'll write here route space print. This command is very useful when your computer has multiple network interface cards and you need to determine what route your network traffic is taking. So at the moment I'm going with print. Let's hit enter. So this is the traffic, or you can say this is the route my traffic is taking at this particular moment. On number 26 we have robocopy. Well, this particular command allows you to easily copy your files and directories from one particular location to another, and it's a very popular Windows command from moving your files from one server to another one. How can you do that? This is how this command looks like. First of all, you have to mention your source, which is server 1 share, and then you have to define the destination where you want to copy your particular files or directory. Copy all mean it will copy everything. Upon hitting enter, this is how it looks like, and the process has started, and this is the time and date. At the moment I do not have any kind of server with the name of server 1, that is why I have got this particular message. But I'm sure you have an idea that how this works and what is the use of this particular command. Number 27, xcopy. Xcopy is another Windows based command that you can use to copy your files and folder. And to copy your files and folder to a particular location, you can use this command very easily. For example, if I write here xcopy, give it a space, write the name of the directory, which is C in my case, /, I'll move my new folder, and then give it a space, and now determine the destination. I'll go for D, /, hit enter. So here it says files copied. So there were 2 files in my new folder, and both of them have been copied to a new destination. Number 28, ARP. The ARP stands for Address Resolution Protocol. This particular command will display and modify all the ARP caches on your local computer. If I write here ARP --A, this will display ARP cache for all the interfaces just like this one. And in case if you want to clear the ARP cache, just use ARP /T and it will do that for you. Let's clear our terminal, and now let's move on to the next one. Number 29, file association. Well, you have to use assoc for this particular command. What does this command do? This particular command will modify and will display file name extensions association. And in case if you want to list out all the current file name extension association, just write assoc, that stands for file association, hit enter, and it will display you everything. Now, I'll show you an example in which I'll create a file association. I'll associate my JPG file extension with JPEG file type. Just write here assoc, give it a space, .jpg, which is a file extension. I'll equal it to JPEG file. So I'll write here JPG's file or file, hit enter, and we have successfully associated one extension with another one. Number 30, schedule task. Well, as the name suggests, this particular command will allow you to add, remove, change, or view different schedule tasks on your computer. How can you do that? Well, just write here SCH, that stands for schedule, and then write here tasks and hit enter. So all of these tasks are scheduled, or some of them have been done and some of them are waiting to be done. So basically this command will let you know about everything. In case if you want to delete a particular scheduled task, use this command that says SCH task, then the delete flag, then the directory that you want to delete. I'll not hit enter because I do not have any such thing. Number 31, BitLocker. Well, this particular command will check BitLocker status, its encryption and decryption about the data drives. In case if you want to check the BitLocker status, just use the command as manage-bde, that stands for BitLocker, give it a space -status, hit enter. This is the status of my BitLocker at this particular moment. And in case if you want to turn it on, you just need to use the same command, and instead of writing status, you just need to write here on. I'll not hit enter because I'm okay without it. On number 32, we have netuser. Well, this command displays the user account information on your local computer or a domain. And to get all the user account information from a domain controller, use the command as net space user, give it a space, /, write the name of the domain from where you want to have the information, and you are good to go. Number 33, rmdir or remove directory. Well, as I have shown you that how you can create a directory, well, this command allows you to delete one. How can you do that? Well, first of all, I'll create a directory in my C directory or C drive. So I'll just create a new folder in here. I'll name it as new folder 2, hit enter, and let's go back to our terminal or command prompt. Inside that, I'll write here rmdir, give it a space, go to the directory where you have your directory that you want to delete. So I'm going in my C directory, and then I'll have my new folder, and as I want to delete the new folder 2, so I'll write here new folder 2 and I'll hit enter. And as you can see, we do not have new folder 2 anymore inside our C drive. On number 34, we have hostname. Well, as the name suggests, this particular command will display you hostname of the computer. So I'll write here hostname, hit enter, and at the moment this is my hostname. Number 35, cipher. This particular command encrypts the data for you, and it's a very useful for overwriting deleted data in Windows operating system. With this particular command, you can remove the deleted data from the disk so no one can recover it. So this is a very useful command in terms of privacy and protecting your precious data and something private. How can you use this particular command? Well, just write here cipher, give it a space, go to the directory. So I'll go to my C directory, and in here I'll go to my new folder, and then I have a file with the name of 123. Let me open that for you as well. So I'll just write here 123.txt, I'll hit enter, and you are good to go. As we know that cipher command gets used to encrypt or decrypt the data, and now our files will be encrypted in this particular folder. And that was all about it, and now let's move on to the next one. Number 36, file compare or FC. Well, FC command compares two files for you and displays the difference between them if there is any. I'll show you one example right here. So first of all, I'll write here FC, that stands for file compare. Then I'll have the directory in which I have my files. I go to my new folder, I'll have 123 file, I'll give it a space again and give the path for the second file. So I'll again write here C:/new folder /456, which is the name of my second file. I'll hit enter, and at the moment this is the difference that I have in both of those files. Let's move on to the next one. Number 37, rsop or group policy setting. Well, rsop commands will create a report of the policies that have been applied to a computer and its users. And it's a very useful command for troubleshooting your group policy settings on the computer. And this particular command requires you to have administrative privileges. I have already opened my command prompt as an administrator, so I just need to write here rsop, hit enter, and it will open a prompt like this for you. And here you can see here we have resultant set of policy opened, and here we have all the information. I'll not go into the details, so I'll just close this one for the moment, and let's move on to the next one. Number 38, tracert. Well, this particular command gets used to track the pathways your packet has taken from the source IP to the destination IP address. And it means it's going to display each route that has been taken from your packets. So I'll just write here trace route or tracert, give it a space, and here I'll write google.com. So basically it will let me know that what is the path that has been taken by my packages to reach google.com. And here you can see it is giving me the information about each and every route that has been taken. And if you see, these are all the IP addresses, or you can say these are all the hops that your packets has taken to reach your destination. So I'll just get out of this. So I'll just press Ctrl C, clear my screen, and let's move on to the next one. Number 39, exit. Well, if you remember, in one of our previous command, I have shown you that how you can use diskpart. Now let's say I want to get out of this. How can I do that? Either I have to close my command prompt, or I can use exit command. So I'll write here exit, hit enter, and you can see I am out of my diskpart. So this is how exit command gets used. Number 40, MMC. Well, MMC opens the Microsoft Management Console for you, and then you can add or remove your snap-ins for quick access to different management consoles. So I'll just write here MMC, hit enter, and we are good to go. As you can see, it has opened a console for me. I'll just close this one and let's move on to the next one. Number 41, dir. Well, dir stands for directory, and this command will list out all the files and directories in a specific directory. To use this command, just write here dir space, give the directory. I'll write here C:/new folder. It will return me everything that is there in this particular directory. Or let's write here dir on the home, hit enter. So this is what we have in the home directory. So this is a very powerful command that you should know. I'll just clear my terminal and let's move on to the next one. Number 42, run as. Well, run as allows you to run a specific tool or a program as a different user. For example, by default, we have two users in Windows operating system. So let's say I want to run a particular file as an administrator. How can I do that? I just need to write here run as, give it a space, /user, and I want to run a particular command or a particular file as an administrator. So I'll write here administrator space and go to the file or go to the path that you want to run as an administrator. So I'll go for c:/new folder, then I have a file with the name of 123, hit enter and I'm good to go. And now this command, or you can say this particular file, will be opened or run as an administrator or with administrative privileges. Number 43, echo. Well, this command will print out the arguments on your output system, and usually it directly puts that on your screen. For example, if I write here echo space, and here I just need to write any message. So if I write here Zubair, hit enter, so it has printed Zubair in front of me. Number 44, msiexec. Well, the MSI execution command can be used to install and modify your MSI and MSP installer packages, and this command gets commonly used to silently install your software using the MSI installer. How can you use that? Well, just write here msiexec, that stands for execution, give it a space, /i, which is a flag, then go to the directory where you have your installation file or any file that you want to run or install. So let's say I have a file in my new folder, then I have to specify the path of my file, which is 123.msi. Now I just need to hit enter and I'm good to go. Number 45, ver. Well, this particular command will display you all the Windows version. So if I write here version or ver, this is the Windows version that I'm using at this particular moment. Number 46, findstr. Well, findstr will search for the pattern in your text files. For example, I look for a particular pattern in one of my files. So I'll write here findstr. After that, I have to specify the pattern that I'm looking for. So I'll write here Zubair, give it a space, c:/new folder /123, hit enter. And now it will look if we have Zubair or if we have this particular pattern available in this particular file. So you can see these are the lines in which I have Zubair available along with other information. On number 47, we have Device Manager. Well, Device Manager allows a user to view all the hardware on its system, and you can also use it to install, update or remove the driver for your system. And all the devices can be viewed by their types with the help of Device Manager. We can open our Device Manager with the help of our command prompt. Well, for that purpose, you just have to use a simple command as dev mgmt.msc and just hit enter, and it will open a Device Manager for you, as you can see in here. And from here you can see all of your hardware resources, and not only that, you can update, remove and you can add the drivers for all of your hardware as well. And that was all about this one, and now let's move on to the next one. Number 48, netstat. Well, netstat command will display you the TCP IP connection information. Along with that, it will also let you know about Ethernet stats and the computer's routing table. So how can you do that? Well, just write here netstat, give it a space, -a. -a will display all the active and listening port for you. These are all the listening ports that are available for me. Now, in case if you want to display all the connections in a numerical order, just use the same command as previous, give it a space, and this time use another flag as -n. And now we have everything in a numerical way. Now I'll just clear my command prompt and let's move on to the next one. Now the next two commands are very simple and very easy to use. 49 is help. Hit enter. It will let you know about all the commands that you can use in your system and along with its information. For example, here we have a command as cd, and it says displays the name of or change the current working directory. So this is the same that I have shown you in this video. So basically this particular command will let you know about the information about each command that is there in your Windows operating system. On number 50, we have time. So basically if I write here time, this particular command will display me the time, and it will also allow me to set the system time. So if I hit enter now, so this is the current time, and here I can set the time as well. But I'll leave it as it is. I'll press Ctrl C and I'm good to go. And that was all about this particular video. Well, most of these commands come with different flags that you can use, but I have not talked about it because this video would have been too long. So I hope now you have an idea that what type of commands you can use with your Windows operating system and what are the benefits of them. I hope now that you must have liked watching this one, and if that is the case, please leave a like, subscribe and press the bell icon. I'll get back to you as soon as possible.